Hello again. My name is JC Basinger. I'm the lead pastor of Hope Community Church. We are a church plant in Queen Creek, Arizona. And today we're going to be looking at Psalm 23, a Psalm of David. This psalm is probably very familiar with many of you. Probably heard it at least on movies, if not when you've been to church service or certainly funerals. This is a Psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So notice there that David is recounting a very intimate relationship with the Lord. The Lord is the one who is with David. He's the one who leads him. He's the one who protects him. Then in verse 4, even though notice the transition. It goes from he and me to I. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you. So no longer is he talking he and me. It's I and you. For you are with me. Talking to God. God's presence, as we've been seeing in the Psalms, God's promise of presence and the comfort that brings to God's people, that God is with them. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Those are the tools of the shepherd. The Lord protects but also corrects his sheep. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Now, why is that the case? Because God is good and God is merciful. And when we experience God's presence and his blessing as his people who walk by faith, we too are assured of God's goodness and mercy. And I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's the great hope of heaven, isn't it? To dwell with God forever. And the ultimate hope for us is that we will dwell with God. But more importantly, that God will come and dwell with us. That as he unites earth and heaven, the new heavens and the new earth, and that God will dwell in this beautiful new creation, and that we will be surrounded by other believers and be in his presence, worshiping him, glorifying his name, and fulfilling our vocations to care for the new creation. Well, I hope this has been an encouraging word. I love this passage. I'm sure you do too. And I hope that there are some things for you to reflect on God's goodness, God's mercy. Well, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow as we look at Psalm 24.